Hello guys, and today I'm going to try some professionally broken biscuits. Now, next comes is slightly satirical, okay? Now, this is a normal packet of biscuits, okay? And this is a normal biscuit, and if you get one out, well, it's a biscuit and you've got to break it. And if you're a really old person, it might be hard to break it. I mean, you've got to drop it on the floor and then pick it up and hope it gets broken. If you're one of these people that's really old and struggles to break a biscuit. But what happens if you buy some professionally broken biscuits? Now, I can't emphasize this enough. This is a real genuine box of broken biscuits. This is how it's bought. I did not get this packaging specially made for this video. You can walk into shops and buy it. So, what's the difference between a professionally broken biscuit and a normal biscuit? Well, let's find out. Now, but are they even actually broken biscuits? I mean, it says a big value selection of whole, broken and misshapen biscuits. So even though it says they're broken biscuits, they might not even actually be broken at all. Well, I've got a pair of scissors here, purely so that I can open it up. And now inside, we can see the bag inside. Inside there's a bag inside the box. And in fairness, a lot of them do look quite broken. So in fairness to them, I do think they look broken. I haven't dropped the box on the floor. This is exactly as I bought it from the shop. I've tried to keep it safe so it wouldn't be dropped, so we got to find out exactly what they were like. This one, for example, looks like it's not broken at all. That one looks perfect. This one looks perfect as well. I know that they're snapped off because often you would get things like these all in a, all connected next to each other, and you'd break them off on purpose. There'd be, you'd break the biscuit off. But it's got a bag, so I've got a pair of scissors. I'm going to rip that, cut that open. And these biscuits are actually in date, by the way. They're up at the end of this month, but they are actually in date. So I'm going to pick one out. This looks a really strange shape. I don't know what... Oh yes, it's several biscuits at once. It looks like several cookies all mangled together. So... Yep, it tastes okay. I think it's part of a cookie, but it looks really weird, so... The colours look horrible, but it's not too bad. This looks like a digestive biscuit. It's got GIG on it, so you normally get this in tea. I'm going to try it without, I think. Digestive biscuits often aren't very good on their own. I don't like them sometimes on their own. They might be good in tea. Often you get them with chocolate on the top. This is a version without the chocolate. And I've not broken any of this. It is a bit soft, and to be fair, it might be because I've had this a couple of months, so I think some of these seem a bit soft, but they are technically still within date. Okay, best before the end of... Now I think they've gone a bit soft, even though I haven't opened them. This is a Garibaldi, and as I said to you, this is one where normally you would break them off on purpose. Normally, most of these would be connected together, but this looks like a whole one. If it once you'd broken off yourself normally, but I haven't in the packaging like this. I can see that's where, so There, look, it's got a little line, and normally this would be where another one would be, and you would normally break it. So normally this is where the line would be, and you would normally break this one off, and this would be another one. But obviously they've put the line in the wrong place. Okay, so it looks like it's got some currants or raisins in the middle, like Gary Baldy tend to do. Biscuits tend to have. Well, not Gary Baldy, but Gary biscuits tend to have. Sorry. Um, it's got these little dots in the middle, so you can see the currants through it. Um, I'm trying to see what the varieties are, but I'm trying to see what the actual varieties are. So. It says contents may contain one type or a random mix, with some crumbs expected, so I can see the digestives, the cookies, and I'm trying to see if there's any other thing. It looks like a couple of stuck together. I think they may be, yeah, they are digestive, so they're stuck together, so it may be good. It may be good for older people that struggle to break biscuits, as I said, because they're already broken into small pieces. There doesn't seem to be much of a variety here. It gave the impression on the box that there might actually be more variety than there is. I'm disappointed. I mean, it's my own fault for not looking harder, but so I'm just testing something. Okay, so yes, this is how you go. Because the screen locks up. It's been playing up recently, so on the box it shows you all manner of flavours, and most people just buy that quickly, thinking that was what would be in the actual bag. And you've got to look carefully on the small print here, where it says it may just be one type or just a few. And most people just buying this with these nice, pretty, you know, just buying it quickly. In fact, even I was fooled. I thought it might contain most of them. So it's a bit like a lucky dip. You do not even know what kind of biscuits you're going to get. So it might be biscuits that you absolutely hate. You've no idea. And I don't like the small print idea. So from what I can see from... Oh yes, and this is what I meant by another example of the Gary Baldy, where I said them all together. Now, here you can see there's a line, where you see parts of two biscuits here. You see part of this one, a bit of a line where there'll be a third one, and here where there'll be another one. And so this is where you would normally snap off there for one biscuit, snap off there for the other, and then that would be the biscuit. Okay? But obviously normally they're quite a long stretch. But this is what you get in the packet, or the bag, or the box, or however you want to put it. You know, it's not a packet, it's a bag inside a box. So I shouldn't have said that. This is a packet. So yeah, I've had a look. I'm still trying to see if I can find... Oh, this looks like a perfect one. I don't know why this is even in here. Maybe they just don't like the shape, but this is the shape of a cookie. This looks like a full one. I don't know why this is in here or what's wrong with it. Maybe it was just maybe just lots of them were bad, so just put all of them in, and this just happened to be what is potentially a good one. I don't know. So this is a normal chocolate cookie. As I said, I'm trying to see if there's anything else, but I think that's it. I think all they seem to have in here is digestives, Garibaldi. This is another one where it's example of it's broken. I didn't break it, it was like that. So yeah, you can see lots and lots. I can only see 3 types in here, unfortunately. I thought there might be more, but that's it. So all you've got is basically digestives. You've got the Garibaldis, and you've got the cookies. That's all it's got in here from what I can tell. The Garibaldis I like. I think digestives aren't very good on their own. I think you need them in tea, to be honest. And there is a lot of, crumbs. You can see here, there's lots and lots of crumbs, where it's hard to tell, but I mean, if I just grab some out a minute, then if I can remember, it's got some really small bits there, and I don't know if you can see on my hands, look, it's got the crumbs on the hand. So yeah, but if you're an old person that struggles to break biscuits, it might be for you. So there you go. Sweetdreams, I'm assuming that's the name of the brand. Broken biscuits, okay? And I'll have some more of a cookie. And that's the difference between a broken biscuit and to show you again, this is a package of a normal biscuit called Rich Tea. This is a normal package of biscuits called Rich Tea, which you put in the tea, which my mum likes, and you put this in tea. So dip that in your tea and then have it, okay? And this is completely unbroken. It's in a different package altogether. It's not it's not in the broken biscuit bag. This was from a packet of normal biscuits, okay? Just so you can see the difference between a broken one and one that isn't broken. Yes, I know you guys know, but there you go. Sweetdreams, professionally broken biscuits. Of course, I know in reality they're not professionally broken. I know they didn't do it on purpose. But it's easier for me to say they did it on purpose as a joke. But in reality, they're just rejects, okay? So, it failed the manufacturing process. So, thanks for watching, guys. Professionally broken biscuits. Bye!